Welcome back to TV5 News at 9. It's time now for Aging in Style with American Retirement Advisors. Joining us now is President and owner Joe Vitale. Joe, you're always here giving us the important information on retirement. But if you are at home and you want to hear more from Joe, be sure to grab your phones and scan the QR code on your screen to subscribe to his newsletter, Financial Vitals, where you can stay tuned in to the latest financial news and market updates. Now on to today's topic, Joe, the financial approach to holiday planning. Very important this time of year, and many people give monetary Christmas gifts. How much is the right amount, and are there any concerns with gifting money?
Good morning, Hannah. It's one of those things where it's ever normal and customary. You do what you can do. Everybody loves to be generous at Christmas or as much as you can. And there are the fortunate ones who say, you know what, I want to start giving away my money now because I've heard you can gift so much money a year. And the number is 16,000. And you can gift 16,000 per person per year. However, as some of our clients and our people, they're getting as they're aging, when you get to your 60s, 70s, pretty much 80s, 90s, when it's time to, and you start looking at getting rid of money, the one thing you got to be worried about is what happens, heaven forbid, if a nursing home event happens. And that's kind of why this topic is so relevant, because people just give money away, and they want to divest what they can so they don't lose it to a nursing home. But there's a 5-year look back. So you really don't want to do anything larger than 1,000 or 2,000 if you're getting close to that time where you think that the health may be going down, because that's going to be viewed as a divestment. They're going to want you to pay that money back in that 5-year period of time, that 5-year look back. But if it's one of those things where, hey, I'm healthy, I don't need to worry about that right now, I'm young enough, and I do want to get rid of some money, there's really no worries. Up to 16,000. You can do that. You can do some strategic planning, and there's a lot of different strategies you can do for that.
Boy, that would be a nice gift. Well,
Yeah,
people
right.
may be visiting aging or elderly loved ones during the holiday season. Are there any signs that we need to look out for that may show us that they are in need of help? And if so, what can we do about that?
We've seen this for years and years. We've been helping families with veterans benefits and benefit plannings, and a lot of our families, they say, we have everybody as kids all over the country today, and they go home and they see their parents, and it's like, Joe, my gosh, they couldn't even feed them, make a sandwich or get soup, or they're just sitting in the dark all the time, and those are things you really need to watch for. And until you visit your aging parents, you really don't see that. And when you do see that, it is concerning. You definitely want to get some help at home for them, whether some assisted living at home with some home caregivers, or we have some really wonderful assisted living communities in the area. And we've just seen, our families thrive when they go into that. They need that environment. They need that community. And just, helps them. A lot of times they have even friends or family that are there. They didn't even know it. So we definitely need to look for the signs and get help in before it's too late. You hear, oh, I've fallen, I can't get up, and nobody was there. Well, that can be prevented a lot of times. Just looking for the signs and making sure we look and get them taken care of.
Right, and the resources are there to help. And I'm glad you mentioned veterans, because speaking about veteran benefits, can you tell us how those benefits can actually assist in paying for care?
For sure, yeah. We've been doing this for over 17 years. We've got the Nonprofit Veteran Support Center of Michigan. We've helped thousands of veterans, and they're wartime veterans. So Vietnam, Korea, World War II, Persian Gulf. But the Persian Gulf veterans are still a little young for the most part. So as long as you're a wartime veteran in need of care on a daily basis and paying for care, and that's where a lot of families are like, oh my gosh, Joe, I really can't afford that. Well, you know what? With this VA benefit, you're talking over $1,300 a month tax-free for a surviving spouse, or for husband and wife, over $3,000 a month tax-free. And for a veteran, it's over $2,000. So the benefit is a tax-free benefit. It's meant for wartime veterans and surviving spouses when you're in need of care on a daily basis, whether it's home care, assisted living, and just that helps bridge the gap a lot of times. It really helps, but you need to be spending money on care. You need to be getting care on a daily basis. It's for wartime veterans. It does take a few months to get, but it is retroactive. And again, we've helped thousands of families get this, of our veterans who are so deserving, and we want to make sure that they're available to get it, because there's a lot of, hurdles you got to jump over, but we've been through it a number of times. We'd be glad to help, and give us a call. I'll put you in touch with our Erica in our office does a wonderful job, and we have accredited claims agents on staff. We're here to help for that.
Wonderful. And when it comes to holiday gifts and travel expenses, do you have any tips on how to stay on budget with the envelope system?
Well, yeah, as you know, the envelope system, we are a Dave Ramsey SmartVestor, so we're a SmartVestor Pro. A lot of people know the Ramsey, and one of the things we don't like is we don't like debt. We don't like accumulating a lot of debt, a lot of credit card debt, and spending more than we can. But of course, how many of us do that around Christmas time? We want to make good for the year, and we just get over generous and everything. And then, of course, come January, it's like, oh my goodness, what have I done? So the envelope system is, you pay yourself first. You make sure that you're saving, you make sure you're paying your bills, you make sure everything's getting paid, but then you put a little bit in every envelope accordingly. This is for gifts, this is for shopping, this is what I can budget. And when you stay on the budget, you're a little bit more conscientious about it. But when you're swiping that credit card all the time, oh my goodness, it just racks up so quickly. So the envelope system is a way to say, okay, I'm going to go to the store, I'm going to spend this much, this is all I have, and this is what we're going to do. Yes, it takes a lot of discipline. But it does, it helps you to stay on task and stay on budget, and it does work. It's a great strategy for getting out of debt and staying on a budget.
Absolutely, definitely right for this time of year for sure. And my last question, do you have any other strategies for end of the year cash, taxes, and retirement?
Absolutely. One of the things, we're toward the end of the year. We don't have a whole lot of time left. We've been doing a lot of Roth conversions with our clients, trying to maximize our tax brackets this year, because we're still in a pretty low tax bracket. But what you're finding is we also qualified charitable distributions and contributions. So a lot of people who have to take required minimum distributions out of their IRAs, if those go directly to a charity, you don't have to pay tax on that. So that's one way to take your required minimum distributions without affecting your tax bracket. You're going to give to charity anyways, have it go right to that charity. And of course, for the IRA contributions or Roth contributions, you do have up until April of next year. But now is a good time to just take a look and say, if I want to do a Roth conversion, how much time do I have to do it? We can still get it done. Or, making sure that, you put as much as you can in this year and transition as much as possible. Take advantage of the tax brackets right now, because we've got another 4 years. Taxes are on sale for right now. We know they're going to go up with all the spending that's been going on over the last couple of years. It's just that we've seen this over history. So that's about the best thing, and make sure and get ready, because with inflation and everything going on, it's good to have a little bit of money in reserve. So make sure any extra cash you got, just have off to the sidelines. There could be some good deals coming with the stock market. Maybe we're at our low, who knows, but we might go a little bit lower. So we're pretty optimistic, but we are seeing some inflation. So just be ready and be cautious, and let's not overspend. Let's have a great Christmas. I really wish everybody a wonderful Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I'll be back after Christmas to talk to you, but have a wonderful holiday, everyone.
You too, Joe. Thank you so much for that important information. For the latest financial news and market updates, be sure to subscribe to Joe's newsletter, Financial Vitals. And if you want more information on today's topic, you can head over to the Aging in Style page on WNEM.com. We'll be right back.